So you bought the KJS single carburetor replacement for your 650 vstar, and you got all these parts and you're wondering, how the fuck do I put these on? Well, I'm not going to show you step by step because I've already done it and I'm a dingbat, but hopefully this video helps you because I'm going to go take the parts that are already off and try to tell you exactly what's going on, give you some insight. So you are going to first take your tank off. There's some bolts under here. Boop, pop that off. You're going to take your speedometer off too. There's a speed cable, speed sensor cable, two other wires that hook up to it just for your lights and all your doohickeys. Okay, so once you got your tank off, you're going to pull all of your air box stuff off, all of it. Okay, once that is off, you're going to go and you're going to take your dual carburetor off. You're going to unplug this, and you're going to unplug your TPS sensor. You're going to take the TPS sensor off. It has 2 tamper-proof Torx screws. Take that off. You can put the TPS sensor straight onto the new Mikuni carburetor. Don't put that on yet. You're just going to put the TPS on. Okay. So we got the carburetor to the side. We have your old carburetor off. Then you're going to take your intake boots off, or flanges, whatever you call those fuckers. You're going to take those off of the motorcycle. Once those are off, then you're going to clean the inside of this. You want everything as clean as possible, to be honest. Once you clean that, you're going to take your new KJS manifold. Okay, and you're going to install that with the gaskets. They're stackable gaskets, so you can figure out what your depth is. You're going to want to use black silicone gasket sealer. I don't know about silicone, to be honest. And then you're going to tighten it that side, 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 that side. Don't, I repeat, don't fucking do it too tight. Because if you do it too tight, you're going to crack this. This is actually made out of plastic. It's not metal or anything. Okay, you're going to essentially turn it until you get some resistance, and then you're just going to, you know, okay. Then you're going to run it. After you run it, you're going to put a little, just a little, you know, just a little, barely. Okay, then you're going to install this. Put it on there, tighten it up. You're going to install your 5/16 gas line. The gas goes down, goes through the other side, goes up and into the pump, and then you're gonna, I went ahead and replaced this that goes to the tank, because if I'm gonna replace something, I'm gonna replace it all new. Okay, so you're gonna replace that. Once you replace that, you'll be dandy on that part. You, these hoses, you just run them through and run them right down, tuck them down there. They ain't going nowhere. You have an air injection system which wraps around your entire tank, and there's a little air box right down there. You're gonna have a bunch of long bolts that you take out. Just tear that fucker out. You're not gonna need it anymore. Goes around. The only thing you're gonna need is these pipes, and they hook up to that end and that end. They actually push air in, so that whenever you decel and it goes pop, 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 that's actually the air being pushed in, so that the you know, the mixture actually explodes and gets rid of everything. It's just more of a emissions thing. So I kept the flanges that hook up to it. I kept those. I took them off and I cut them, and then beat the shit out of them with a hammer and put some gasket sealer on them. It's not a fucking perfect fix, to be honest. You might want to do Like, if you could, I would have welded it, but my dad stole my welder, so that's where I'm at on that. You're gonna get rid of your choke cable because everything that you need is on that. When you install it with the cables, you're gonna figure out what ways pull, what ways push, and they'll tell you right here, you know, pull, push, retention. Those are your idle. If you need to, if it's not running right, if you put your choke in and it starts dying, and you need to turn that, I repeat, don't make big turns. You're just gonna do little turns at a time, little bitty adjustments. I need to get a filter for the outside of this. That's why it looks so weird and mechanical right now. But yeah, once you have all that, you should be good. The last thing, this little bolt here, it's got a slit in it. They didn't tell me about that in the manual, but that's because this is too long. If you put this on, it'll touch that, so you got to take your old nut, back it up, and then slip this on there and tighten it up. That's why that slit's in there. Then your TPS sensor needs to be extended, so you need a soldering iron and tape and solder, and you're gonna run it underneath, and it's gonna come from right back here. You don't need the plug, the old plug for the heaters, because there is no heater on this. If it's cold, you're shit out of luck. Sorry. But yeah, so that's really the whole fucking process of how to do this. And once you're done, you know, you're gonna need to reroute these lines from your throttle most likely and run them down the side. I just run them right there down the gas tank out the side. Because if you don't, when you turn the handle, it will pull them, and then if you had them connected and you pulled them like that, it would just rev up your engine, and you don't want that. You don't want to be in the middle of a turn and you know, fucking bye-bye. Trying to think if there's anything else, to be honest. Not really. I'm extremely satisfied with this. I didn't have very much troubleshooting. The only thing that I had trouble with was figuring out what was wrong with the choke after it was done. And again, that idle knob, just a couple of little turns, and it was good. But all right, I'm sure you guys want to hear what this sounds like, so that's without choke. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful. All right, guys, take care. If you have any problems, leave it in the comments. I hope you guys get this day taken care of and get back on your ride. Have fun.